awful lazy, Sage. Are you going to help me? You going to come with me? Good morning. Thank you for showing up. Before I get too far into today's project, I wanted to talk to you about a tool that Elikliv sent to me to try out on the off-grid owl channel. So let's get to it. This is their Elikliv 2-in-1 laser tape measure. It works as a regular tape measure. But it also has a built-in laser measure here, which is the part I was most interested in for my off-grid builds. Out here, I am constantly measuring things: shop walls, cabin spaces, door openings, future layouts and materials. A regular tape measure still has its place here, but there are times when using a laser is a lot easier, especially when I'm working alone trying to measure across the room, dragging tapes over tools, lumber, or everything else that I have stacked in the way. So I spent a little time yesterday. I tested the basic distance function and the area function. And for the kind of work that I do, those are probably the two features I would use the most. It also has 6 measurement functions, but I'm not going to be pretending that I need every one of those every day. One useful example is that checking the size of a room, I can measure the length and the width and use it to figure the square footage automatically. That can help with planning flooring, wall covering, insulation, or just getting a better idea of the usable space in a small building. I originally thought about using this to check the shop for square, but with the post that I put in the shop and the materials in the way, I didn't have a clean line of sight from one corner to the other for the laser. That is the one thing to keep in mind with any laser measure. It works best when you have a clear path from one surface to the other that you're measuring. The tape measure side is still handy for short measurements and normal layout work. So I like having both options in one tool. I did run into some glare trying to film the digital screen, even though I could read it fine in person. So instead of fighting the camera, I'm showing it more as I would actually use it around the cabin or the shop. For this is one of those tools that could save a little time when I'm working by myself. Elikliv also gave me a discount code for my viewers. So I'm going to put that Amazon link and code down in the video description. So now let's get back to the project. What are you doing? Okay, here we go. All right. Did you eat your food, Sage? Whoops. You're gonna eat some lettuce, huh? I don't think she likes lettuce. She might eat it. Looks like it's going to hammer down okay. There we go. Ready for a floor, for sure. I was wondering who was getting into my garbage still. Hi there, buddy. What do you think? Are you finding some good stuff in there? In my garbage? It's like, I'm gonna come over and say hi. Hi dear. How are you doing, old man? Huh? How are you? How are you doing, buddy? Where are you going? Hey there, old man. Those solar panels over there, those are going to go with the others. That'll be making me a total of 8 of them. So I got to get those out of here and move them. And yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet you, Oh!
Yeah, that? You got one.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. I'm going to bring mine in anyway.
Okay.
Because I done snagged up on stuff.
How is it?
That's a nice trout. That's not really tiny.
Okay, let me...
Alright. I'm staying.
What can I see here? Oh! Do you got one?
Yeah, I got one. Look.
Oh, yeah. Right on.
Got him. Fish on. Fish on. Wow. He's fighting really good. Trying to get him to come to the surface so we can see him. Jaws. They're fighters, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. That's a nice one, Al.
Yeah. See if I can let him go, hopefully. Yeah, it's about like the one that you caught.
All right, here we go.
Let's see what I can do here. There he is. He's pretty feisty.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Man, I looked like I was getting a strike. Oh, I am.
Okay, you got the spot now, huh?
I don't know. It was like my line was moving by itself, but I got nothing going on.
You found out how to manipulate.
Fish on. That didn't even take a minute. That's a little guy. Look at him.
Yeah, a little zipper.
Oh, he's barely hooked. Thank goodness. Easy. Let's get him off of there.
Okay. And this time I'll put you on video if we fucking get it right again, Al.
Oh, that didn't go out very far.
I think we're in almost the same spot. Kind of. Hopefully I get a nibble this time.
There he is. Yep, he's coming towards you. He's not huge.
Okay.
Fish on. Fish on.
That looks like a nice one.
Yeah, I'm trying to loosen up my drag a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a shiner. He's about the same as we've been catching. See if I can't bring him on in. Oh yeah, he's a pretty rainbow. Pretty rainbow.
Yeah, that's a nice size too.
Yeah. Oh, I lost the hook again. I broke it. So,
Whoa. At least he's swimming off.
yeah.
Tried to cheat you. Would have been offered to me.
Fish on. And he's a fighter. He's fighting better than any of the others.
Your video on?
Yeah. Look at my pole.
Oh yeah, he's talking to you.
Come on, jump. Close. Well, he's not that big. He sure fights like a big trout.
Oh, he's coming right to you.
Yeah, he is. It's like Jaws. Probably a little one.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
He's pretty good size, actually.
For you, though.
It's another pretty trout.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised Sage don't try to take him out of the water.
Okay. There he goes. Come on, keep going, buddy. Yeah, that one went where I wanted it too.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
In there, Sage? You having a good time? Yeah, right on.
Oh, I got a fish on, I think. Yep, fish on. Now he's above them.
You got the, oh yeah, there's the krill.
Oh, look where I've hooked him on the outside.
Yeah, that's an easy removal. Come on, buddy.
Oh, yeah, he's a good sized one.
Oh yeah.
Real healthy one.
Yeah.
My forceps are right there if you need to use them.
Okay. I saw that. Holy smacks, he hit that hard.
Yeah, he did.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Did not expect. He's a pretty one. Whoa.
He's pretty, and he's...
And should set the pole down because I tend to. Let him try that. Yep, line's moving.
That's a...
That's it. That's all she wrote. Ooh, that's just fall apart neat. Look at that. Ooh. So I started barbecuing this up yesterday so that I could have ribs tonight. I made a batch of barbecue sauce to soak it and cook it in. Look at that. It just fall off the bone. Fall off. Well, while lunch is cooking, I thought I'd see if I could get this up here safely. Let's give it a shot. Just block the forks down though. Strap it, keep the forks from spreading because I want to keep the tires on it from the dolly. Whoa. Slick. Let's see if we can't get this off here safely. Should be able to. It's gonna have to come back out of here later. It's gonna kind of suck. Ugh. Let's see what I can do here. All right, so this is the stuff that will get it to 11 water column. I'm going to do a temporary hookup. I'm not tightening it with good wrenches because I don't want it too tight. I just want it to be leak free. So initially, we're going to start hooking this thing up. This is going to get linked together right here. So, all right, let's get this done. And I'll show you how it's going to go. I'm going to let this sit overnight. So we're just doing this tonight, and then tomorrow morning, we'll revisit this. Okay. Like I said, some of this is going to come back apart, so I don't want to be too thorough. Okay. There's that. Next, we're going to go to right here. There'll be vent to vent. I think that'll be fine. Of course, I'm not being as careful with them right now. All right. There's Sage. I'll leave links to these if anybody's interested in doing their own propane tank plumbing. Okay, these will seal right up properly. But this way there's some sunshine can kind of help this stuff warm up, and I just like to give it 24 hours. There's the conglomerate, we'll call it. All right, so that's tomorrow's project before I go out and do other stuff. I will leave links to this. This came as a kit. You can buy them individually, but this is what goes up at the propane tank. This comes down at the building, is how that works. And it's really not that difficult to do this. You just need to go in. Once you hook the propane up, you turn it on, you need to check all your joints. There's a lot of them here, obviously. And I'll probably have to go to town and pick up more of that solution or make my own. And check them for bubbles. If you got bubbles, then you're not tight enough. And then I'll have to go to my my actual pipe wrenches. But I'm trying to avoid that. Like I said, I don't really want to end up with them too tight. I want to be able to get them back apart. So that's why I'm doing it like I'm doing it. But just so you know, I'm just showing you how I'm doing this as a temporary hookup. So this is for duration of the build of the shop. All right, that's the conglomeration. Nice and snug. I got to make some soap real quick. Just ran out. And I want to check this. I want to check right here and underneath. A little better around there. No leaks. So it is now hooked up, shoved back into position, and I'm ready to fire it up. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like this. We got 18 to do, huh?
Yep.
So we're repairing MC4 cables, or connectors. MC4 connectors on every solar panel that you're going to find, and they're pretty easy to repair. So you can order MC4 kits from Amazon or wherever pretty cheap, and you're going to get basically a male and a female connector that correspond with positive and negative. Now the only tricky part is that the positive, obviously you want to align it with positive for the plastic, but what you would associate with the male is actually goes into the female plastic. So, positive, negative, positive, negative. And then you just got to strip back the wire from the panel. So we've got our positive here, negative here. Now this one actually has an old MC4 connector on it, which is fine, but it's got a little bit of melt damage, so we want to get rid of it. And you don't want to take off too much wire when you're doing this, just so you can preserve some of the length. And you can do this with pretty much any wire cutter, any wire stripper. It's a 12 gauge on most panels that we found anyway. Other panels may have different gauges, but all these strippers have different sizes on them. And you just kind of gently chew around it and pull, and that's it. And you'll know you did a good job because you didn't cut a bunch of the wires. And do that on both sides as many times as you need until your panels are fixed. Is this for your YouTube channel, Al?
Yes.
That's cool. What's that called?
What's that?
What's your channel called?
Off Grid Al.
Off Grid Al. That's awesome. Well, hello to Off Grid Al. All right, so we've got positive and negative. Next, we need our crimper. Again, you can get any of these. You can actually get this kit right off of Amazon there.
I've actually got that kit.
That exact kit, yeah. It's super cheap, easy to get. We love that. First, make sure you got the right kind in the right positive or negative, what you're going for. Just slide it in there, make sure you get all the wire inside of it, and then you just seat the piece inside the crimper, crimp it, it's good to go. Same thing for the other side. And this is kind of a handy skill to know if you're dealing with used panels, because every now and then, you know, your connectors will go bad, or you can get a good deal on used panels that you can repair. And then the plastic piece is really easy. You'll know if you did it right if it clicks. And boom. There you go.
Nice. Good information.
Yeah, thanks.
Right, so we're going to go ahead and get these set up. These 5 plus one more that's already on there. I'm buying 6 of them for a total of 8 for my place. That'll give me 2,400 watt to run on my Vitraire system. And that'll be a good start. And at least I know he does this often. So if I ever need more for future buildings, different systems, as long as you stay with the same brand, you're good. You don't want to switch them up and have different brands. It's not a good idea. And different wattages. That's it for now. Okay. Back with, these are the 6. I have 2 more up above I got to bring down here. I'm just going to lean them, no sage. I'm just going to lean these, or lay them on the sawhorses for now. I got to check them on the unloading. I got to check the glass, because when I came up here, they kind of slid off and went into each other in 2 of them. So I'm afraid I might have broke them. We'll see. Yeah, that looks good. But I didn't think this one was broken anyways. It's 3rd one down and 5th one down is what I'm really concerned with. But let's get these things laid up here. Okay, this is one of the ones I was worried about. These things are bigger than 6 foot tall. Yeah, that's why I'm not setting them on the ground. It's going to need cleaned up really good. Let it dry off, and then I'm going to broom it off before I put it up. So my neighbor that I went with, he's got 20 of these. He's going to have a heck of a system. I didn't want to have that many. I'm going to actually mount these up behind the camera. I need to cut down some trees and make stands for them, face them south and call it good. And I'll feed them to the cabin. I'll have to dig up some of this wire and go into the sun tracker, because that goes to the cabin. I'm going to do 2 sun trackers and run them to the shop is what I'm going to do later. So I just want to dig up that line and make a ditch and move it on over, so it's not a super long run. I don't want to do an extension. I could, I'm not going to. No sage. So if you're local, he's almost out of these ones. If you bought 5 or more, you got such a great deal. They were $50 each. The newer ones will be more expensive naturally because they're newer. But these were 50 bucks each that I bought because I got 8 of them. But if you're doing less, and they're 300 watts a piece, but if you're doing less, he was asking for these $75 each. Still a smoking deal. I will leave a link for the locals to his Facebook ad. I'll try to anyway. That way you can see what it is. Just making sure. Man, that's some tough glass. They all made it. Look outside. I'll get the other 2 and bring them up here later. But for now, this is good enough. That gets them out of the truck. That'll work. Man, I really want to get them hooked up and get that bigger system running. That's going to be really nice running that one and being able to bring power up here. Because right now, a lot of times I run extension cords up here and power up here for any of the equipment. That same stuff can go up here now. The refrigerator's inside. I'm gonna take you in real quick. It's a mess in there. It's building stage. The refrigerator is running good. I'm at 33 in the fridge right now, and that's in the lower fridge. And I'm gonna have to turn it down some more, but it's fully loaded and functional. So all propane, the power for it, which is minimal power. And in fact, I have never seen it take power yet out of anything, is this system right here. That 100 amp hour battery right there. That's the Vitraire setup. It also runs the lights in here. That's all hooked up. That is what's running the lights in the fridge right now. That's what I can't use that to power stuff like this planer, for example. These guys out here, those sharpeners, both of those are strictly 12 volt. I do have a battery I can put in there. So once I do the 110 water pump on the on-demand, that battery will come up here, and that'll just make things a little more spread out and functional for me. So almost done with that. I'm going to show you something else I have. I still owe my neighbors money for this stuff, but they went ahead and gave them to me till I can afford to pay them. They know I'm good for it. But my neighbors Jim and Paige that have a farm now somewhere else, they wanted to get rid of their water tanks. So they sold me this, I think it's about a 650 gallon tank. And this, I think, is 275 gallons. What I'm going to do, those 2 tanks, this one's going to go in a trailer I have storage right now in. And I will probably back that trailer in, right in here even maybe. Gravity feed down towards the greenhouse. And also fill up a tank. Maybe put that 650 gallon tank, I'm thinking out loud, right here in front of the greenhouse. So if I do that, then I can gravity feed to the utility building, because that's where I'm going to have water, is in that utility building right down here that I'm going to build. And then from the utility building, I can probably gravity feed down to the tiny cabin, which is all in line for doing that. And that's why the shower is going to go at this end. And the washing machine, I call it a washing machine. I'll show it to you one of these days. It's a hand washer. That being said, though, I can dig a ditch. I'll feed down there. At the end of the building here, I'm going to build a shed. That will come out to about the edge of the deck there, maybe an inch from it. And I will put the propane tank in there. There'll only be one propane tank. And then what I'll do is I'll put a pump in there to pump up and fill the 100 gallon tank. And I might even put a level in the 100 gallon tank so that when it fills, the pump will auto shut off. And the power will be coming from the cabin here. The cabin will power that pump and everything else that has to do with down here. So I think that's the only place that'll need a pump. Everything else will get gravity fed pretty well. Heck, I might even be able to gravity feed in here, except for the fact that I got to go up about 6 feet, put like a travel trailer has. I'm going to put a hole in the wall up here. And I'll put a hole in the wall up here somewhere, about right, that I can come out and go right down into the top of the tank and fill it and keep it full. And yeah, the trailer's right here that I'm going to use as my water trailer. 3,500 pound axles, it should be able to handle it okay. But I got to get it empty. It's got stuff in it. It's full. How about you, Cooper? Are you a happy camper? Apparently you're happy. I bet you thought I said hungry. Are you a hungry camper? Hungry? You want food? You're hungry too? Wow, okay.